Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another edition of Black Male Advice TV. I'm your host, Ringo. Yeah, that's right. We back again. Tonight's topic: dating a single mother is a package deal. That's right. Dating a single mother is a package deal. For some odd reason, the modern woman have made up in her mind that the father of her children is no longer responsible for his kids. That's right. The modern woman literally gives the biological father of her children a pass. And if you were to meet up with her and you're attracted to her and you kind of feeling this woman, rather than her try to secure a relationship with you and build, instead she tries to force all her kids on you. Instead, she tries to make you feel like you are now responsible for all her kids. You don't believe me? Let's take a look at this video. Let's react to this. Share my commentary and criticism. We're going to go look at another clip of that fine sister. You know she fine. She a single mom of 4 kids, divorced twice. But she fine. And she in her 40s. And she don't realize that the majority of these brothers that'll slide in her DMs just want to slide in her DMs. She don't understand that. She thinks somehow, some way that while she's 40, 4 kids, twice divorced, she thinks she's in a position to negotiate the terms of the agreement. I mean, she fine. You know, she got a couple of gray hairs. But at the end of the day, she believed that if you get with someone like her or any woman that got kids, it's a package deal and you brothers are now responsible for loving her kids. Even though you don't know them, even though they are not your biological kids, your job is, if you want her, you gotta love my kids. We're going to talk more about that. Let's get into this video. Let's go.
So I want to talk about this video that went viral when I addressed a man who was asking what was his benefit for cashing out a kid that doesn't belong to him. Now, a lot of people totally took what I said out of context and they filtered the message to hear what they wanted to hear. We have a lot of people who are on this so-called Kevin Samuels red pill knowledge. And so there was a lot of comments about how single women are at fault for having children. A lot of blame and attacking to single women.
A lot of times when modern women talk, y'all got to stop saying people are attacking you, right? People are sharing their opinions. They're on social media. No one is physically attacking you. That word attacking, you got to stop use that word. Let's go.
And assuming that just women are out here having babies.
Well, you are. Because when I look at all these other ethnic groups of women, they're not having multiple kids by different men. You know, they're just not having that. It's like our women would get with a man that's no good and have his baby. Then get with another man that's no good and have his baby. It's true. Let's go.
I guess they're having babies all by themselves.
Well, you're not having them by yourselves. You know. That funny expression on her face. You're not having them by yourself. It takes two to tango. But at the end of the day, women are the gatekeepers. So if your legs is open up to a man and you're taking in his DNA and producing life for him, then surely you must have weighed the options and recognize that this man is worthy of having his child. So for you to do that, and then now you and that man break up, it says a lot about you as a woman. That's why you take a lot of heat. Let's go.
I guess the man isn't involved, and I guess we just don't have intellect, and we're just the main ones picking the bad guys.
Well, you did choose the man. And a lot of times, it's not even the guys. Sometimes it's most likely you. Remember, you got 4 kids and twice divorced, so surely you the problem. Even if your baby daddies are deadbeats, you are a problem too. The problem is you just don't like to be responsible for anything. Because you think you're cute, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, guys are sliding in your DMs. Remember you said that in the last video. But you also said you don't want no man. You know what I mean? I recall you saying that, you know, if God pretty much send an angel down in the form of a man, you wouldn't want him. But anyway, let's go.
And it's interesting that it's so very one-sided from these group of men who tend to never look inward to themselves, and they constantly put the blame on someone else. For a person like myself, who all the comments about me having 4 children, I actually had those 4 children while married. I didn't have them prior to getting married, and I actually did my counseling and premarital counseling before marrying these people. And so I don't fit your red pill knowledge. I don't fit your box that you're trying to put me into. But let me make it very clear. If you are dating a single mom, and I've said this in previous videos before, and she has children, if you don't care about the children, then don't date the mom, because it's a package. And only true men of integrity and morality and maturity.
What? Is she tripping?
What?
We're going to come back to that part. Let's just go.
Understand that if you're going to date someone who has children, it becomes your responsibility, because you are now the head of a household.
Really? He's now the head of the household. The modern woman is giving the man that position? Really? The modern woman who's independent, you're now going to give that man the position of being the head of the house? Really? Okay, let's go.
And it's not just about dating them. If you have the dating mentality that you're just dating multiple people, I'm not talking to you. You're not the audience that I'm trying to reach. I'm talking to the people who are dating with a purpose.
So you're looking for a man just to take care of your kids.
Who are dating with the intent of getting married. That's who I'm talking about.
I think it's too late. Because you pretty much turn down many opportunities. And a lot of you modern women, you do this. You get involved with a brother. A brother could be a real good brother, feeling you, like you, really, really see potential. And then you just literally sever that. Do you really think men will take you serious at this point? They know that you're unstable. Nothing could come out of that. At this point, I suggest you just be a concubine. You know, being a wife at this point is pretty much, it's not a deal anymore. We're going to talk about that a little more later. Let's go.
If you're just one of those, you know, serial daters and you're out there just having fun and you really don't have any intent or direction, you're one of the reasons why we have this generation of people who...
So you're blaming all the men now. You see the hypocrisy? So now you're blaming all the men now. You're doing the same thing that you say men are accusing you of. That's not fair. You know, let's go.
Don't have self-value. And it wasn't my intent to attack the person in that commentary.
All cap.
But you didn't read all the disrespect and the rudeness that the person said before. So it's amazing to me that you guys praise Kevin Samuel, who...
I do not praise Kevin Samuels. Kevin Samuels is a fraud. I've said that numerous times. I got many videos exposing him. I don't support nothing he do. I'm just stating that for the record. Right? Let's go.
You guys say, oh, he's telling the truth, and it doesn't matter how he says it.
Well, you and Kevin Samuels got something in common. Y'all was both divorced twice. Maybe y'all should hook up together. You know what I'm saying? Y'all got something in common. Both of y'all divorced twice. Y'all perfect for each other. You got 4 kids. He's a high-value man with money. Just what the doctor ordered.
But as soon as a woman says the same truth in the same manner with the same tone, then she's too aggressive, she's too combative, she's unworkable, and all these other things. I think you guys need to really do some self-evaluation, because instead of pointing the finger at everybody else, self-introspection and growth are key. And you have to love yourself to love others.
Really? Really? I mean, if you look at her face right there, you could tell she's upset. And it's sad, man, because a lot of these single mothers, man, they be looking good. I ain't gonna lie. You know what I'm saying? She looking real good. But I know how these type of women move, brothers. They look good on the outside, but in the inside, they full of dead men bones and all uncleanness. That's why the Bible warns us, brothers. Don't let her take you with her beauty, with her eyelids. She'll lure you in with that beauty, man. Very, very attractive. Look at them lips, man. Come on. I know I'm not the only one. See, I could admit it. You know what I'm saying? I could speak truth. I ain't like everybody else that all hide and, you know, people believe in the Bible. They don't want to, sound a certain way. Listen, I keep it 1,000. You know what I'm saying? When she talking, you see the way her lips move, and it's like she have like that extension bite, yo. Y'all don't know about that, man. You don't know about that one, man. But let's listen to the full clip. We're gonna break it down now, because y'all heard the clip. We're gonna break down everything she gotta say so that we can figure out, what's going on here with this package deal. Let's go.
So I want to talk about this video that went viral when I addressed a man who was asking what was his benefit for cashing out a kid that doesn't belong to him.
That was the video that pretty much I post with her when she was talking about brothers should pretty much step up to the plate and do what they got to do for another woman's kids. Let's go.
Now, a lot of people totally took what I said out of context, and
I don't think they took it out of context. I think they just gave their opinion. Because you said what you said at the end of the day.
They filtered the message to
No, we didn't filter it. We just reacted to
what they wanted to hear. We have a lot of people who are on this so-called Kevin Samuels.
I'm not on that Kevin Samuels stuff or all of this red pill nonsense. I'm about truth. Because the true red pill is the biblical knowledge that's found in the Bible. The red pill information that you're talking about is coming from these whoremonger males on social media that just want to pump and dump women. They hate women, these particular guys. They're not interested in building the community. They're not interested in holding men accountable for their actions or holding women accountable. It seems like it's just a one-sided thing. So they use women as a punching bag, but they really don't offer no solutions to, solve the problems that is facing the community. We have a lot of issues out here with our women, and we have a lot of issues out here with the men. And it's very important that brothers stand for what is right. But unfortunately, within the red pill community, the majority of those brothers are responsible pretty much for creating single mothers. I talk about this in a lot of videos. And a lot of people seem to ignore when I talk about the issues pertaining to men. It seemed like when I talk about issues with women, women seem to be in their feelings as if though I'm one of these particular type of guys on social media to just focus on women all day. No, I deal with both pretty much genders issues with men, issues with women. If you look at my channel, if you study my Patreon, pretty much I am the most balanced content creator on YouTube when it comes to dealing with topics pertaining to relationships between black men and black women. Let's go.
Pill knowledge. And so there was a lot of comments about how single women are at fault for having children. A lot of blame and attacking to single women.
Well, when you really think about it, the reason why you're going to be blamed, you have to understand, it's not so much to put you down. The real issue that modern women don't realize is that you are pretty much the gatekeeper. A man cannot have sex with you unless you open your body to him, which means you had to humble yourself pretty much to that man. That's what you had to do. You had to humble yourself to the man. So for you to make the decision to humble yourself and open your womb for a man and allow him to place his DNA in you to bring forth a child, and then later on turns out this man is no good, you and him break up, the problem is you. The problem is you. We can't just sit back saying the guy is this and the guy is that, but yet you opened up your spirit to a man. The questions I always like to ask women is, what did your mom and father have to say about this particular guy? What training did you have as a young lady in terms of being a wife? You know, do you understand men? Or are you one of those type of women who believe you could control a man's manhood? You believe that when you get with a brother, he's supposed to be with you and only you and have no other woman besides you. Think about that. Let's go.
And assuming that just women are out here having babies, and I guess they're having babies all by themselves. Like, I guess the man isn't involved.
Well, we know that the brother is involved, and it's not as if though brothers are trying to focus on you. It's just that you have a part in being responsible for the men that you choose. You understand? I don't think that modern women get it. You choose these kind of guys. So you have to deal with these issues. Let's go.
And I guess we just don't have intellect, and we're just the main ones picking the bad guys. And it's interesting.
You are the main ones picking the bad guys. I mean, you're the one having all of these problems, right? So who's picking these guys? You're the ones picking these guys, right? It's just like if a brother pick a woman and she's no good, he got to be responsible for the fact that he picked that woman, right? He didn't vet that woman. He didn't find out what she's truly about. He didn't look at her background, track record, body count, and so forth. He just got with her because she had a fatty on her, because she had a wagon, right? So you sisters, what are you doing? When you get with a brother, you just get with whatever you can get with. And this is why you're frustrated and have problems, because you just get with any man, and then you go through the motions, and then everything falls apart, and then you're trying to sit back wondering what went wrong. What went wrong is that you never knew that man. Let's go.
That is so very one-sided from these group of men who tend to never look inward to themselves.
Well, the reason why that group of men you're talking about never look within themselves is because those men are not good men. See, if you took the time to watch my videos, you would understand the difference between the men you're talking about from men that are actually righteous. See, when I watch your content, you seem to have a Christian type background from the church, but it seems like the guys that you deal with are not from the church. They're from hell's fire. And this is why you got problems. So when you look at these guys and these particular groups that you're speaking of, you have to understand that these particular men, they have no morals. They have no values. These are whoremonger males who don't care about women. All they want to do is pump and dump our sisters. This is what creates a generation of single motherhood. I talk about these things in videos, but at the end of the day, as a woman, you still got to take personal responsibility for the kind of guys that you deal with. If you're not going to do that, then hey, you're going to always be in a mess.
And they constantly put the blame on someone else. For a person like myself, who all the comments about me having 4 children, I actually had those 4 children while married.
That makes it actually worse. Because you had those 4 children while you were married, which means before you got married, you had to get to know who this man was. So why did it end? What severed that relationship? What took place that made your relationship end? Be honest with yourself. Was the man providing for the family? I'm sure he was. Right? What did he do? I guarantee you it'd have to do with him being involved with another woman. So you ended your relationship, not because the man did something wrong. It's because you didn't like the fact that he had another woman in whom he loved or was attracted to. You thought it was all about you. So you severed your relationship. See, the modern woman is always getting divorces, always ending relationships, not because the men are treating them bad, because you want to control the man's manhood. You don't want him to be a man when he's with you. That's pretty much it. Let's go.
Didn't have them prior to getting married. And I actually did my counseling and premarital counseling before marrying these people.
So you did all the premarital stuff, you got counseling, you did all of that, and still your marriages failed? So whose fault is that? Is that God's fault or is that your fault? Because it seemed like you just want to blame the man, but you don't want to blame yourself. See, the truth is you weren't prepared to be a wife. You might look good, but you weren't prepared to be a wife. You weren't prepared to deal with a man because most likely you didn't have a father to teach you what a man is really about. And you don't know the Bible because if you did, you would understand that a man can practice polygyny and have more than one wife. So you got to get out of your feelings. Let's go.
And so I don't fit your red pill knowledge. I don't fit your box that you're trying to put me into. But let me make it very clear. If you are dating a single mom, and I've said this in previous videos before, and she has children, if you don't care about the children...
What? If you're dating a single mom, if you don't care about the children? Look, I'm gonna be real, like 100% real with you, right? All modern women, I'm gonna be 100% real with you. Because I don't think you get it. When a man is attracted to you, right? I'm keeping it 1,000 with you. I'm trying to keep this thing 100. No sugarcoating, none of that stuff. I'm trying to keep this thing 1,000 so you can really feel what I'm saying. When a man is attracted to you and he don't know nothing about you, he don't give a damn about your kids. I'm just keeping it 1,000 with you. This brother is trying to get to know you. You're the one he's attracted to. You're the one he desire. He see you. You look good. He's trying to get to know you. He don't care about your kids at this moment. He just met you, right? And what I find is that the modern woman, she instantly put her kids on the sidelines and try to use them to have leverage. Like, okay, brother, in order for you to get with me, you got to make sure that you're paying for my children and buying them this and being in their life and talking to them and getting to know them. You put all this pressure on this man, and you don't let nature play its course. Because see, here's the thing, modern woman. If you get with a brother and you have kids, surely he's going to be around you, so he's going to see your kids. But the problem that I find with the modern woman is that you don't let things naturally play out. You don't let the brother get to know you first. Instead, you're trying to give this brother all this responsibility right up front. And then you try to guilt trip the brother into talking to your kids, and now he got to act like he really care. It's one thing to get to know a brother, and then over a course of time, he get to know you, and now he start to interact with your kids in terms of talking with them and so forth, and gradually things would build up. But for you to just put this responsibility on him that he's supposed to care about your kids, woman, you must understand that these are not his biological children. They're not. I understand those are your children with all due respect. At the same time, he is not the biological father. Right? The one who is the biological father is the one who's supposed to have all of that care for his children, not the new man. This is why I always teach you, brothers, that when you get with a sister and she's a single mom, you need to make sure that the baby father, the biological father, is in the lives of his children. Because he is the one that's supposed to be providing all of that care, all of that love, all of that attention. He's supposed to be doing that. He is the core father. And a lot of times what modern women do is they try to force you to take that role. And that's bad. Because you just met this man. This man haven't even gotten a chance to even hug on you. And already you started to throw your kids at him. And I'm just keeping it 1,000. When a brother look at you and he's trying to get to know you, you have to understand he want to make love to you. He want to have sex with you. We keeping this thing 1,000. We ain't sugarcoating nothing. When a brother see a woman he want to get it in. Real talk. But now if we're going to build some sort of relationship, if you as a man going to get involved with a single mother and build some sort of relationship, right? You got to learn that things got to take its time. And as a modern woman, you always want to rush things. You know what I mean? Get to know the brother to find out if he's the type of brother that's going to be there long term. Instead, you trying to make him care about your kids. He don't care about your kids, woman. He just met you. He don't even know your kids. Your kids know that's not their father. You know what I mean? Is he going to have the ability to discipline your kids? Is he going to be able to tell your kids this is what it's going to be? Or are you going to be like, those are not your kids. You ain't going to be spanking on my kids. Come on now. You cannot force men to take responsibility for something that they didn't create. They can assist when needed, but the biological father have to be there for his children, period. Let's go.
Then don't date the mom.
You're saying don't date the mom. So basically, if a man don't care about her kids, you're saying don't date the mom. Okay, brothers, don't date none of these single mothers that have kids. Because based on them, if you don't care about their kids up front, they feel you're not supposed to be with them. And this proves one thing. They're not interested in you. They're not interested in getting to know you. They're interested in you taking up the slack for where their ex left off. And this is why a lot of times modern women will break up relationships with men that are good men. Not because they wanted to break the relationship up. Not because they weren't attracted to you or didn't like you. A lot of times these women really do like you. But what they're looking at is, can you be a replacement for their ex? And that replacement is a replacement that actually means a father that will be there for their kids. And I feel that the modern woman is prematurely moving a little too fast when she meet a man to the point where she sever relationships, not because the man did something wrong. It's because she don't feel that investing in this guy is beneficial to her children. And that's bad, because you're supposed to be getting to know the man, and the man needs to be getting to know you. What are the benefits of this man? What benefits did he get even being with you? Your kids? Think about that. And again, all due respect, those might be your kids, but at the end of the day, I could get a woman who don't have no kids. A brother could get a woman that don't have no kids. If you got kids, how is that benefiting that man if he got to now take all this responsibility with your kids and he's trying to get to know you? That's the type of game you playing? Might as well you just stay single and raise your kids. Or go back to the baby daddy and see how that works out. Let's go.
Because it's a package. And only true men of integrity.
So you're telling me only true men of integrity? So if a man don't want to take care of your kids, you're telling me that he is not a true man. And he got no integrity. You can't make this stuff up, people. Let's go.
And morality and maturity, understand.
So why the baby father of your children is not there. That means he wasn't a true man. He wasn't full of morals and values, and he had no integrity. See, you're telling on yourself. You basically got with a man that you know was no good, had no morals, no value, and you still opened your womb and gave him 4 kids? But you're expecting the new man to take care of your kids? And then you're shaming men into feeling like they're not man enough unless they are willing to take care of and care for your children? This is one of the main issues of modern women today. Let's go.
That if you're going to date someone who has children, it becomes your responsibility.
It becomes my responsibility. Woman, you are tripping. The responsibility of your kids is the baby daddy. Whoever is your ex, he is responsible for his kids. I'm responsible for being your new man. I'm responsible for giving you some good loving. I'm responsible for being a provider for you, getting to know you. Your time is already up. You got 4 kids, divorced twice. You're not in a position to negotiate. You are not that hot 26-year-old with no kids. You're a 40-year-old with 4 kids, 2 divorces. Your chilling is not my responsibility. Your ex is responsible for his kids. Those are his kids. He the one that got you pregnant. He's the one you go after. He is the one you hold accountable. Why you not holding him accountable? Why you want to hold me accountable? I didn't get you pregnant. Those are not my children. Why your baby daddy is not caring for his kids? Why? Why are you trying to hold a new man to this great task of being this father, this stepdaddy to your kids, but yet you give the baby daddy, the biological daddy, a pass? This is crazy. Let's go.
Because you are now the head of a household.
That's a lie. The modern woman do not want you to be no head of no household. She want you to be a partner. If I'm the head of household, then you're going to turn all the paperwork to me? So if you own a house, are we going to now put the house in my name as the rightful owner? I'm sure you're not going to do that. Because we know when you're ready to get a divorce, you're going to want to kick me out. This is why, brothers, I teach you to have your own place. Don't move in with no woman. Don't leave your house to move in with no woman. Because when she ready to kick you out, she gonna kick you out. She gonna throw your clothes out. She gonna burn your Xbox and destroy your computer. Slash your tires and bust the windshield. That's the modern woman. Real talk. Let's go.
And it's not just about dating them. If you have the dating mentality that you're just dating multiple people, I'm not talking to you. You're not the audience that I'm trying to reach.
So you're trying to reach a man just to take care of your kids. Because you know the guy that's out there just dating, he's a serial dater. He's just out there trying to get some skin from women. You don't want that because you're tired of that. You've been through that too much. You've been through many different brothers that just came around you because they wanted some skin. You know exactly what I'm talking about. Brothers that just want to hit it from the back while they pull your hair and snap your neck. Right? You're tired of that. So you want a man that's going to come in ready and willing to take care of your kids.
I'm talking to the people who are dating with a purpose.
Dating with the purpose of taking care of your kids. Right?
Who are dating with the intent of getting married.
So you want a brother to come into your life at 40 years old. You got 4 kids, 2 divorces, and you're expecting a wedding? Woman, listen, I'm going to say this and I'm going to be very clear. I'm going to be very clear to all of you modern women in the clouds, in the chat, wherever you are. I'm going to keep it 1,000 with you. No BSing. If you're a modern woman and you're in your 40s and you got kids, at this point, the only thing you can be to a man is a concubine. And a concubine is not a sex buddy. A concubine is not some horrible person. A concubine is a woman who can be a woman to a man and a man can be your man, but you're not on the level of a wife. You already had that opportunity and you blew it. You already had that in your youth. You're now 40. You got kids. Ain't no time for no wedding bells at this time. You understand what I'm saying? So the best thing I can give as advice for the modern woman that is in her 40s and got kids is you need to be the concubine to a good man. What am I saying? Let that brother be your guide. Let that brother be your man. In other words, build a relationship with that brother. You stay in the house that you live in because you're in your own place. You dealing with your responsibilities as a mother, as a single mother. You deal with those issues, and this brother will be in your life as your man. You're not his wife. You're his concubine, which means you're like a half wife. You understand? You can have a great relationship. You can even bring forth a baby for that brother. But at this point, you talking about wedding bells? That's out of the question, woman. You're not coming to the table with your youth. You're not coming to the table with no kids. You're not coming to the table in your 20s. No, you're coming to a man in your 40s. You're coming to a man with 4 kids and 2 divorces. We're not marrying you. We're just keeping it 1,000. You might look good, but at the end of the day, you look good enough just for a man to just desire sex at this point. And I'm just keeping it 1,000. So as a modern woman, 4 kids, 2 divorces, you got to really think logically at this point. Are you trying to get to know a brother? Because your time is up at this point. We're not going to sugarcoat anything anymore. Your time is up. You're in your 40s. A brother don't even have much time with you anymore. And in most cases, you most likely don't even want no more children. You just want a man to come in there to take care of you and take care of these kids. And that's not going to happen. Any woman that's over that 35 mark, pushing their 40s or in their 40s with kids, you're supposed to be a concubine. Not a wife, a concubine. Because you already been a wife already, twice. And it failed. No man should be taking you down no aisle talking about you are his wife, getting wedding bands and all this other. No, those days, listen, stop it. You are more better off getting into a relationship with a good brother who's going to school you, educate you, teach you truth, and be that male model in your life and companionship in these particular years in your life. You're in your 40s. You're soon going to be 50. There is no time for you at this point to be no wife. You're not in your 20s. Wife status is reserved for young ladies that are of legal age to be married and in their early 20s. Those are the women you wife up and make wives. Even if she's in her early 30s, early fresh 30s, no kids, you can make her your wife. But if a woman is 35, got kids, even if she's 30 and she got kids, and 40 and she got kids, she's supposed to be a concubine. Not a wife. Not a wife. A concubine. Not no status of, oh, she's my wife, and then when you're ready, you divorce the brother, and then you want to destroy his life. No. You're a concubine at this point. I can have a relationship with you, I can be your man, and I can be faithful to you and love you, and we can have a lot of good chemistry and companionship together, and have a lot of good memories and good times. But as far as you being a wife, no, you're disqualified from that status at this point. No sugarcoating nothing. We're not playing no games with you. Real talk, real spit. I don't care how fine you look. You in your 40s, you got kids, you're not a wife anymore. You had that already, you had those days. You got gray hair now, woman. Ain't no time for all of that lovey-dove stuff like you want to be a wife now. No, You already did that already, and you failed. You understand? At this point, you need knowledge. You need comprehension skills to recognize that you need a quality man in your life that's going to lead and direct you. So at this point on, get all of that marriage stuff out of your mind. So just stop it. Let's go.
That's who I'm talking about. If you're just one of those, serial daters and you're out there just having fun and you really don't have any intent or direction.
See, this is the problem with the modern woman. When she's in her 40s, now all of a sudden she want the true marriage. But when she was in her 20s, she was one of those very same serial daters that was just out there dating and getting different D, having fun. And now that she got a pack of kids, all of a sudden now she's expecting a man to come to her with all these morals and values, ready to take care of her kids.
You're one of the reasons why we have this generation of people who don't have self-value.
Self-value. Where was your self-value before you had them kids? Where was that? I'll wait.
And it wasn't my intent to attack the person in that
yes, it was.
Commentary, but you didn't read all the disrespect and the rudeness.
So if he was disrespectful to you and you're a Christian, why you were disrespectful to him?
That the person said before. So it's amazing to me that you guys praise Kevin Samuel, who
I don't praise him.
You guys say, oh, he's telling the truth and it doesn't matter how he says it.
If Kevin Samuel was telling the truth, he would have a wife. Kevin Samuels have 2 divorces. 2 divorces. How he giving you advice and he got 2 divorces? The man don't even have a woman. All this talk, all this advice, and yet he don't even have a relationship. No long-term marriage. How could he tell you to get married when he's not trying to get married? That's like me telling you to come to Jesus when I'm not with him. It makes no sense, right?
But as soon as a woman says the same truth in the same manner with the same tone, then she's too aggressive, she's too combative, she's unworkable, and all these other things. I think you guys need to really do some self-evaluation, because instead of pointing the finger at everybody else, self-introspection and growth are key. And you have to love yourself to love others.
If you loved yourself, you would be able to love others. You understand? Now, I'm not saying that this lady's a bad woman. Like, she's attractive. I ain't gonna lie. Like, she is an attractive woman, right? I just feel that she been down the wrong road in life and she just need the right kind of guy. But she always been, I guess, receiving or getting the wrong kind of men coming at her. And she would always give them a chance, and then they would do her dirty. Because when I look at her, like when you look at her expression right there, what I see is she's dealing with a lot of issues, right? She got a lot of different issues that she's dealing with, and a lot of trust issues with men. She's been hurt by her 2 exes or whatever the case is. And it could be that she just don't understand men. And she never really had a quality man that sat her down and said, look, yeah, you fine. Yeah, everything is nice. I like you, you know what I mean? But let's really sit down and get to know each other and talk. Like, let's just like really talk and vibe. I don't think she ever had that opportunity with a man. I don't think that she ever like sat with a brother and the brother literally like just talked to her and really had like a real session with her that had nothing to do with sex. A woman can be very attractive and you would want to get it on with her, right? As a brother. But at the same time, I feel that as men, especially men of truth, you got to know how to talk to a woman to take her out of the illness that she's dealing with the baggage that she's carrying from other relationships. And this is one of the issues on why modern women remain single and always go through this type of problem, because they're in search of this happiness. But the one man who can provide that for her, she's not giving him that opportunity. You know? It's a lot of sisters that I know. You know what I'm saying? And these sisters, a lot of times sisters play games. It's like they I don't know what they on. It's like they don't want a real man. What they want is a guy that is not emotionally there for them, a guy that don't show them any sort of compassion or love. They basically want a man that treat them like trash. You know? But this woman here, Again, she have 4 kids, 2 divorces. That's a lot. That's a lot. And I feel that as a modern woman who have that type of package deal, the average man is not going to make you his wife with all of that that's going on in your life. You have to be reasonable at this point in your life and say, look, I'm in my 40s. I got 4 kids. The baby fathers, I don't know what the situation is with them. But if you met a new brother and he's a cool brother, get to know the man and build that relationship between you and him. Have a lot of conversations. Don't even rush to no sex. Don't rush to no sex. And I mean, it'll be pretty hard not rushing to sex with this sister here. I mean, I keep telling you, man, them lips, man. Them lips make a brother smile. And then her eyes is glistening. So Ringo, you saying that the single mothers are attractive? Of course, there's a lot of fine single mothers. What you talking about? There's a lot of fine single mothers. You know? But at the end of the day, they crazy though. So you gotta be careful because they come with you with all this package deal stuff. It's getting really crazy out here. Again, modern woman with kids, single moms, modern women. You have to begin to be realistic. You got to look at your situation for what it is. You're in your 40s, late 30s. You got kids. You have problems, baggage, different trauma and different issues. The best thing you can do at this point is meet a righteous man who followed the Most High God, a brother that's going to lead and direct you, not just try to screw you. A brother that, although he's highly sexually attracted to you, he really wants to get to know your mind and counsel you and kind of help you to overcome the hurts and pains that caused all of the breakups in your past. I think that's very important. I think that as a modern woman that had 2 divorces, it's very important that you let a new man that's a righteous man, not a pookie, a righteous man, let him know what caused your breakup. What caused you to get those divorces? Was it because he cheated on you? Was it because he had another woman? If that's the case, you need to let the new brother know. That way he can literally talk to you about the importance of understanding the nature of a man. Because if you meet a righteous man, you must understand that he's gonna practice polygyny. And if your mindset is focused on him just being with you, you could just forget about being in a relationship. Might as well you just go buy a clipper like that other lady. You know? Real talk. So, I don't know, man. It's crazy, man. It's really bad out here, man. For real. Anyway, y'all, I'm going to pretty much sign out now. There's a lot of information, a lot of content. You know what I'm saying? If you like my content, make sure you subscribe to the channel right now. Take a moment and click subscribe. Do that, like, right now. Because we're trying to get to 1 million subscribers by the end of the week. And, you know, we have to reach that goal. If you would like to support my channel financially, you can do so via Cash App, $Ringo TV Raw, or you can use PayPal at paypal.me/Ringo TV Raw to show your support for the work that I do. You can also become a patron on patreon.com/BlackMaleAdviceTV for exclusive content not seen on YouTube. Also follow me on Instagram at Ringo TV Raw. You could DM me messages, check out a few things that I post, what I'm into, what kind of work I do, and so forth. That being said, hope you enjoyed all the videos. I appreciate you supporting the channel. Without you, I won't be able to do this. Hope everybody liked the new format and how I'm making these videos. I'm trying to be a little more consistent, making more content. It's a tough task. It's not easy. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of energy that's put in. But this is something that naturally I can do. I'm literally a natural at doing this. So that being said, I'm going to sign out. Y'all have a blessed evening, blessed night, morning, wherever you are in the world. And that's about it, man. Peace and blessings. I am out. Peace.
If you like our content, consider supporting via Cash App at $Ringo TV Raw. Become a patron on patreon.com for exclusive video content not shown on YouTube. You could also support through PayPal at paypal.me/Ringo TV Raw. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and click the bell to be notified of new content. Follow me on Instagram at Ringo TV Raw.
This is Black Male Advice TV, the only channel on YouTube bringing you the truth 100% raw.